another stream, another day, another time, I guess. Not too bad. My last stream, I noticed that my voice wasn't being captured. I don't know how it is right now, as my moderator is currently napping. So I'm gonna let them just nap. I will probably turn it down for right now, though. There you go. But I couldn't hear it at all, basically, over the whole game on the VOD. So I don't know how it is. I can't tell. Maybe it's different on the VOD than it is on the actual stream. Who knows? Not I. I don't know until after things are done anyways.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Alright, so I just slept after making it to Pleasant Valley and doing everything here. I was just thinking about going up to the radio tower in this region. And then going from there and probably climbing inland further down into the, or further up into the mountains. So I came from that way. So I have to go that way. If I go follow the road, once I visit that shack, the farm shack, if I follow the road, I can reach the trail going up into the mountain for the radio towers. More times than not, this little farmhouse has a rabbit fur hat inside of it, but you have to go through the house and then also, or not through the house, but through the farm, or through the barn, up the rafters and onto planks of wood. And the last time I played, the boards were glitched, and you weren't able, or I wasn't able to cross them, or cross the gap up top to get into the area with the rabbit hat. Not that I necessarily need the hat right now anyways, but it would just be good to have. Can't argue about it anyways. But the moment I get anything better is the moment I drop it. Hear some wolves off in the distance. That's normal here because all the way over there past the farmhouse where I came from in Pleasant Valley, there should be a lot of wolves spawning, and over here in this mass of land should have a lot of wolves as well.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Alright, let's see if it has been fixed or not. I don't need any. 7.6, that's not too bad. Let's see if there's anything else on the floor before I go upstairs. There's the hacksaw. Sometimes you can find a hammer on the ground. Sometimes you can find hatchets. A bunch of extra stuff. Oh, there we go. Climb up the planks. See, the last time I played, I wasn't able to cross this area. Whether I went left or right, it didn't matter. I just kind of fell through.
I think I can use this.
More ammo. Working hard towards that, see? Right through the damn floor. Not even the opening. But for some damn reason, it just wants to send me through the floor. And I don't understand why. But who cares, right? Oh. I forget the thing is right over here. But there's ski gloves there, and I want the ski gloves over the, Here, let's see if I can't, Nope. Alright. So let's, go back around one more time, see if that works this time. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to leave it, because I don't really care. I'm not going to try it 3 times just to fall every single time. Alright, nope, I'm out. It's not important enough. Ski gloves are not that big of a upgrade compared to the gloves I currently have. 0.56. Yeah, fuck it, let's drop that. Grab this one. The condition doesn't really matter about the lantern. They're pretty easy to repair. Especially if you have simple tools, which I do in concept, so it doesn't really matter. But the lantern oil is a little bit hard to get a hold of. Especially for early game or keeping to specific regions. It's not this route. I think it's the next one. This route will take you around and then you'll have to go up anyways. I think you have to go down further. You'll see rabbits on the left and then you go up. Unless I'm mistaken and they both take you to the same place, but I'd always take this second route. I have a lapel mic and I want to make sure that my voice is being picked up. Especially since yesterday my VOD doesn't sound like it heard me enough. I had it a little bit further away from me than I do now. Yeah, I can see a rabbit running around up front, or in front of me. Or there was, at least. Rabbits and deer are spawned in almost all the time. Like whether you're on any part of the open map. I don't know if they get despawned at the time you go inside of a building. I doubt it, but I don't know. I never really tested that or bothered looking it up. But I think deer and rabbits spawn at all times, and wolves are kind of intermittent spawn. Like they mostly spawn near you, not too far away from you. Unless it's something like a static spawn where you're in the bay and you can see them on the ice. I think they would be spawned in all the time there. But otherwise, I don't think so. It's slightly cold. Not too bad. As far as I'm aware, there's not anything further down the road. I think there's like a car or two, but they just have basic spawns. Go up this and you should see a cave on the way, and then we're going up this mountain here, and that will be the radio tower. I might be wrong about the car. I'm not entirely certain about that. I never really checked up there. And I think I was wrong about the rabbit too, because I don't see it anymore. Maybe it was there. I don't know. But usually you can see rabbits running around this area here. And now it's just a long walk. Here, let me drop some crap. I never dropped the flare off, did I? Huh. Oops. Just drop some of this crap. I don't really care about it. Oops. Might as well drop this too. And then I also probably have too much food on me. What's my hunger at? Oh, it's not too bad. Where is my water? Okay. Can't run yet, but it's better than the slow walk I was already doing. Freed up like 2 kilograms. Part of me is thinking I just drop some of the books, the skill guides I have on me. I don't know. Maybe. Other than most points of interest, I don't really know much about most maps. Like, I know the radio tower is up here because, obvious, it's a point of interest. They have, or it has a story relation. Well, not necessarily story, but you can do some in-game progress on the survival mode there. Get the signal started with the Aurora. And then it also has a chance at like rare spawns like boots and jackets. That's right. So it has some good stuff. So it's predominantly a good spot. Now, if I can remember or not, I think it's to the left up here, not to the right. Because I think, unless I'm mistaken, there's nothing else back that way. Hmm. And it's either here or it's further down that way. I don't know. Off the top of my head. It's been years since I've played this. But I'm thinking it's here. Nope, yep, it's right over there. Some rabbits. Make my way over to the radio station. Some more rabbits. Don't have to fear the terrain has to fear you as the climber. The only time you have to be stupid careful is if you're going down like a complete fall. And then if I remember correctly, I think it's on this back side. Yeah, back side over here is the entrance. But yeah, the only time you have to worry is if there's a mountaineering spot nearby. It's usually just a steep drop. And unless you're really, really skilled, like Zach Nafian, then I would not recommend jumping down the cliff or billy goating.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay, now check everything. There's a good basic food resource set in here. As you can tell with the battery and most everything else, you don't really have to take
Nobody needs this anymore.
anything up here to start the transistor. But it's not bad.
I'll take it.
0.65, that's not too bad. I know I'm already weighed down, but I might as well take what I can.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Oh, here's a good jacket. You used to have to destroy that in order to look underneath the bed and everything. Oop. There we go. Flare shell. Emergency stim. Nothing in the bucket. Some ammo. That's good.
This will come
Always
in
use
handy.
some more of that. Not necessarily, but yeah, I can always use more of that. I think ski boots are better than combat boots, but I'm not entirely certain on that one. I will definitely have a look at them. Because I am definitely going to switch out my second jacket for the parka.
I think I can use this.
Hard plastic, high-tech synthetic. Feet warm at the expense of mobility. Hell yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, let's have a look. Carrots aren't good. I don't need the tea right now. I'm just gonna drop the flour and the oats. And the potato. I'm not gonna come back up here for any of this stuff, but yeah. It's probably best I just drop it. Let's harvest this so I can fix my new jacket. God damn it. Alright. Don't waste my time. Thank you. Oh, I don't have any more cloth. Okay. So let's look at what I'm currently wearing. I'm not wearing the good one. Okay. So I'm going to drop this. I think even with it, yeah, I think even with it being broken a little bit, it's still better. And then definitely better than the Mackinac jacket. I wanted those ski gloves, but whatever. They're not that important. And then yeah, the combat boots are definitely worse than the ski boots. So not terrible. Definitely better than what I thought would be up here. I think, unless I'm mistaken, there's not much else here that I could do.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't think this is better. No, I don't think it's better. I think I'm just going to carry it with me anyways. And then see if there's anything else I can drop. Not seeing any clothing. I'll drop a thing of cooking oil. And then I'll drink a soda. Or two. Yeah, fuck it, two. I don't think sodas can get you sick, but I'm not sure on that one.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. Halfway down from this one, there's a corpse on a ledge. I don't think that corpse can have really anything good on it. Now I'm moving faster, so that's good. I think what I'm going to do is probably just go back to the probably just gonna go back to the community center. Unless I turn right here and start heading towards the mountain. But if I start going up the mountain, I'm gonna need to start dropping some more shit. Not too entirely sure if I want to go this way. Because, low-key, I don't know where I'm going at this moment. Going this way. There's some wolves. Or a wolf. I think I'm just going to go explore. I think I'm just going to go to the right here. See if there's any mountaineering ropes or anything that I might need to leap on. There's a wolf up here. I'm not gonna let it get near me. I don't care if it's howling just because I'm not gonna get attacked by it. See what's down here. If I can't find anything over here, I'll just go back to the community center. See what's gonna go on up there or over there. I know where the transition is to get to the dam in this region, but I don't know where any of like the climbing rope transitions are, or what have you, if there are any in this region. I'm not seeing any ropes. So I guess that's a plus. And this looks to be like the area for the dam transition. But I won't know until I get closer to it. More or less. Because it's sitting on top of a rock like that, near the river, near the waterfall, nearby the farm area. And it's just a small ass cave too. But this does look like that area, so I'm not entirely certain on if this is it or not. Yes, we will see in just a moment. I don't think this is it. But I'm gonna climb up it just to make sure. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. But this should take you out of Pleasant and towards the dam itself. Not necessarily to the dam itself. Oh, yeah, this is it. Cool. As a point of reference, there is a waterfall on the other side of this tree and rock right here. I guess there's a corpse here I didn't know about. There ain't nothing on it, no. And then further that way further that way, is the community center, where I left a bunch of stuff in the box waiting for
carry this load for much
to
longer.
pick it up. Yeah, Hydro Dam. There's some corpses in here, I believe, and then there's some extra bullshit side stuff you can do. Like, I'm pretty sure it's this one that you can walk through the underground waterfall and find some good shit. But I'm not too certain on that. There's also a frozen deer in here, I believe. So I think there is a bow spawn as well. Or a possibility of a bow spawn, I should say. Yeah, I think the deer's down there. I don't care about all the backer cairns or anything like that. Maybe this isn't the one with the deer in it. I don't know. There's a fire though. sure this is the way to the outside, yeah. Yep, up this way. There's a corpse. I'm not too certain in saying this, but I'm pretty sure that all cave systems either have one entrance and one exit, like going through,
I can barely walk with
or
this
the
much gear.
same entrance and exit. So just one opening. I don't think cave systems in this game have 3 exits. Like the one you go in, one on the other side, and then another one going somewhere else. But I want to keep this flare going if possible, because there is a wolf spawn here. I think I might have gone the wrong way. Yeah, I did. So I might not make it now. Huh. Oh well. Yeah, I gotta go all the way that way, and then it turns left, and there's a wolf in an open area on the ice. And a bunch of rabbits there too. Then you gotta go up and around, and then you can go up to the dam itself. The dam is one of a few places where you can get a legendary, like, not really legendary, but like really rare weapon variant. It has it has a different looking rifle spawn point. It's not always there, but it will be there if you roll for it. Like if you get the rifle spawn, it will be that rifle variant more times than not, as far as I know. Just like the prison. The prison has a greater point for the pistol spawn. And that pistol spawn at the prison can also be a variant to the pistol. It doesn't do anything extra as far as I'm aware, but it does look different. Up there is a cave. I don't think it has anything useful for me. I should see it soon enough, but the dam is up here, winding to the right. Yeah, it's right there in front of me. I gotta go on the path to the left. And then you gotta go walk across the top. And then there's that wolf spawn I was talking about. Just in case. Okay. That's the only danger in this area is just the one. On the other side of the dam though, in the camping area. Yo, at work right now, but pull up next stream, add me on Discord. Nah, I don't use Discord. Got your next stream if you want to. I appreciate it. But I won't do Discord. But going through the dam, I'll be able to find a possible rifle spawn. Possible extra food. Lantern oil. Lots of stuff I'm actually lacking in at the moment. Not too bad. Definitely on the other side of the dam, over in the camping area, I should be able to find a lot of hunting stuff as well. That's just the wolf that's down in the crater there on the ice. It's nothing to worry about. Planks. Sometimes there's bullets on the ground. Always check. Doesn't hurt to check. Sometimes there's deer carcasses on the ground. I think there's an always spawn of a deer on the other side there. This door is exit only, but that room is the room for the rifle. The rifle spawn. This walk is only dangerous unless it's windy, because your character can sway. But there's always a deer spawn here, just in case you need the food. It's probably rotten. I've never harvested it myself. But you probably wouldn't want to eat it unless you're starving. Yeah, it's always there. Backpack spawn. I'm gonna take the book. That's where you gotta go in at. And then there's always a possibility for ammo here too.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I think there's a chance of a rifle in here as well. Just around this desk. Memento. That's not too bad. I don't have it, obviously.
I'll take it.
Don't care about the film. Don't care about the film. can opener. I already have 2, so I don't need it.
Might be useful.
Not looking like it's going to be too helpful so far. Not seeing anything in the fridge. I think the rifle is in relation to the story missions, or the story chapters. But
Okay.
it doesn't really matter in the story, honestly. Out that. Check the lockers, make sure there's no good clothing. Decent ski boots, already got some. Firearm. Hoodie. Yeah. Not much here yet. Still have a whole damn to search though, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not seeing anything back there. You can find arrows, arrowheads, and bullets through the corridors, so that's always fun. With 150 bullets though, I don't necessarily need any more, so that's kind of cool.
I think I can use
More
this.
lantern oil, that's good. That's what I've been lacking. More lantern oil, that's really good actually. Don't use spray paint. Don't care about the spray paint. As I was saying on my first stream, the spray paint just kind of it's there to help you, but just to mark where you've been, basically. If you have a decent enough memory and know that you've searched places,
Been here a while.
like I do, it's kind of just a useless lug around. The only thing I could possibly use it for that would be helpful is just directioning, basically. Mark it in the snow or mark it on like a cliff or something on which way I need to go. And even then, it's just kind of a useless artifact. Because I have the basic general knowledge of where I need to be, or where I'm already at. Played this game enough to understand the majority of it. Oops. That's the exit only. You don't want to go out there, or else you're going to have to climb across the dam again. and then come back all the way through through where you just went through, or where I've just been.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
0.86, yeah, why not? Might as well switch out the lanterns if I don't
I'm
need
not
them.
going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
If I'm running even remotely low, I might as well. Not as much stuff in this part of the dam, but it's still useful looking around. Like that doesn't open. Sometimes stuff down here. I wonder if I'm guessing that, huh? I haven't tried to do this yet, so I want to try to do this as I can. It doesn't look like I can do it. Oh well. Alright, gotta walk around. There is a fire barrel in here, yeah. Not much up there as far as like items go. In this hallway there can be bullets. Or even extras. I think, yeah, corpse. It usually has medicine or something on it.
Best be prepared for anything.
And then this is leading me out to the camping area exit.
This'll come in handy.
Don't need it. Don't need it. At most, I could probably just break down the parka, repair one of my other parkas. Ooh, that's a really good spawn. That's actually really good. Oh no, it's not on the extra clothing anymore. Okay. But once it's fully repaired, it's better than that. Some stuff can be back here. I'm not entirely certain if it's important or useful. I guess not. Alright. If you have an Aurora going, the elevator does work. And it saves you the walk up Don't need any matches. Always use some more lantern oil. Soda. Not too bad. Again, it's always best to look no matter what. You're not hurting anything.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Especially if you have a full pack. That way, if you do ever come back here, you know you don't have to go through everything again. You could just walk through the dam and out the other side. Not really seeing anything in here. I think I just came from, yeah, that way. So go this way. Upstairs is a bathroom, I think? No, this is the bathroom. Okay. This is the bathroom. Upstairs is a dead end. I think it's an office area, but it's still worth checking. So I'm going to take that one. Marine flares are always best. Rifle.
This stuff will come in handy.
Rotten potato. That one doesn't open. Dusty dog food. Gonna go up to the office area now and then check that. Don't think there can be much down the stairs. Yeah, I don't think there can be much down here. Doesn't look like it. Although I'm not sure those Christmas lights have always been there. I could be wrong on that though. I think if you go any further up, it's blocked.
This will come in handy.
Don't need any more sewing kits. Don't care about the film. Cloth will work. I definitely need some of that. Oop. I'm going to be leaving out the same door I came through, so I'll just check the garbage can at the door when I go to leave. Cardboard box. Haven't really got much in here yet, have I? Two little things of lantern oil, and then that's about
I
it.
think I can use this.
Whew. Scrap metal. Spray paint. Books. chips.
Okay.
I think this laptop during a Aurora is a
Probably useful.
it's kind of like a history thing. You can check it, you can use it, and look at it and read it like a note. But only during an Aurora. And I'm not staying for an Aurora. In fact, the whole area, or the whole dam is nicer to be in during an Aurora. I think that's about it. Clean up their mess. Oh, cloth, that's good. Alright, time to go downstairs. Out the other side of the dam. Yeah, I haven't really seen a whole lot here. Huh. Rifle cartridge, that's cool. I definitely don't have as many rifle bullets as I do pistol rounds.
Hope
It's
nobody
another
makes this
holiday
anymore.
sweater. That's cool. So yeah, that must be a new edition. I just found my first one yesterday. And now I'm finding more today. So yeah, I've never seen one beforehand. There's a construction yard just
I can
outside.
barely walk with this much gear.
There's a bridge and usually a wolf underneath it. And then across from the construction yard right here, some wolves can spawn there too. I don't know if I'm going to check said construction yard because when I come to leave this area, I'm going to go all the way around, go out, come back this way through here, and I'll check these buildings then. I think it's just down on the water. Take the book, because why not? A new cave has opened up in Milton, near the old trapper's place. Earthquake? Question mark. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the wolf is going to pay me any mind. I'm basically just going to follow the train tracks, work my way down to the campers' cabins. I don't think I'm going to go into the fishing cabins around the lake, but I will go to the counselor cabin. And then probably make my way to Milton. I'm not sure from there. We'll see about that. There is a corpse down here, I believe. I can't really see the birds. I don't really care. I think underneath the bridge is a pistol spawn chance, but again, I don't really care. I have 2. I don't need another one. And then I've also seen like 7 different cleaning kits, so I definitely don't think I'll break my pistol at any time. Just gotta follow this to the logging area, or past the logging train. I don't think there's anything at the logging area. At least not much that I care about. Crack open some soda. Eat some chips or crackers. And then drink some water. Get my bars full. Get some bullshit out of my inventory. I think beyond these logs right here is the logging area. The train itself is coming up, and then there are some wolves usually around this area. We'll see. But past the train, a little bit further down, is the counselor cabin. You can find a lot of good fire resources. I don't think you can go in this one. Maybe you can on the other side. Oh, yep. Gunsmithing, hell yeah. And another pry bar. Woo! Off to the left here, there is a cabin in the middle of the woods. It's not too useful, but I think you can find a gun spawn in it. I'm not too certain on that, but the bear does spawn around it, so it's not the best. And it's not here, it's further down that the cabin is. Should be able to see it without the fog devouring it. Yeah, I think it's a little bit further down. As far as I'm aware, the telephone pole breaks off to the cabin itself. Unless I'm mistaken. And I don't think I am. Kind of seems like the fog is lifting a little bit, so that's not too bad. I think it was chasing a rabbit, and I'm not gonna to wait around. Yeah, I think it went after a rabbit. There's a dead deer. Train derailment. Maybe I went too far from the cabin. I don't know. Maybe the cabin is closer to the train than I thought it was. Or just maybe I haven't gone far enough yet. I wouldn't know. Not right now, at least. More pistol bullets, so that's cool. And another flare. I think I haven't gone far enough. We'll see about it. But if I keep following the track, it should take me out of the region. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of what I want at the moment. To continue walking around. Not force myself to go backwards. I have enough supplies. I have enough of everything that I need. Yeah, I think I went past the cabin. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. No, I think I did. I think I would have seen it by now if it weren't for the fog. Yeah, I think I definitely would have seen it by now if it weren't for the fog. So I think I did go past the cabin. Hmm. So I'll just have to hit that up when I come back through here. Going back to, oh, maybe not. Never mind. Because the line does split here. Oh, yep, there it is. I was just looking on the wrong side. But no, the cabin is here and the line does split off on the telephone pole for it. So I was pretty much exactly right. Any further down that way and I would be going out of the region. There's a small train tunnel and it spits you out pretty much just like a desolate little area. I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically just a swamp. There's not much there. all the ice is thin, so you can't walk very many places without falling through. You have to go around every water source, basically. Throw the flare, I don't need it right now.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Ooh, already some salt. And a whetstone. Ketchup chips. A new sleeping bag. I'm going to start taking some curtains down again. Number one, because it lightens up the room with the sun out. So that's nice to have. And then number two, because I'm going to repair some of my equipment, like the parkas I got, etc., etc. Pull out the lantern. I'm probably going to stay here for a day or two. I think you can also use this laptop when the Aurora is going as well. And there's another trader thing. Nothing under the stairs. Not seeing anything underneath the counter besides the potato bag, but I don't really want any potatoes. They don't really do much when they're raw. Found some rifle. Put the pan there, put the flour there, put the herbal tea there, put the broth there. Grab the line. Not seeing anything. Ooh. Another stream bot. Woo. Check the medicine. Oh, don't leave. Again, I don't know who the hell in their right mind would want to ever fucking purchase bots at this level. Maybe you'll sell more bots at the fucking Charlie range. Fucking millions of fucking bots.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Whoever the top fucking tier streamers are at the moment. I'm sure they would buy more bots than I would. Don't worry, I'm gonna ban your account once I'm done playing. Wood stove. Nothing. Work boots. Another note. It's kind of weird that there's no wood in this cabin. Yeah, it's kind of really weird that there's no wood here. So I guess if I want to start a fire, I'm going to have to start breaking some of this crap down. I think what I'm going to do is, for my last hour, I'll probably start reading one of the cookbooks. There we go. Wilderness kitchen. There we are. I'm going to eat some snacks. And I think I'm going to save my cooking and stuff tomorrow. As it is right now, there's not much point to me not using a bedroll. Might as well use the bedroll instead of walking all the way upstairs to use the bed. Rest for 2 hours. Pick it up.
Man, I could use a drink.
Drink some water. I'm gonna read some books. Get these things out of my inventory. There's one. Put that away. Move the salt over to the cooking corner that I've created. Because it's surprising because I got broth, the flour, cooking oil, and salt all in the same area with the skillet. So that's really nice, honestly. I'm gonna drink a soda. And then I'm going to read my other cooking book. So I can get my cooking skill up so I can start making some pancakes and stuff.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Still pretty good on time, so I'm gonna drink another soda. And then I'm gonna finish off with the water. I am going to use the fishing book. Use as much time as I can till the sun goes down. Yep, sun's down now. I'm not going to drink any more soda, but I'm going to drink the rest of my water. And eat some food as well. I'm going to put the bedroll back down. Go back to sleep. Where'd my bedroll go? Oh, maybe I picked it up instead of went to sleep. Yeah. Oh well. There we go. Click the sleep option instead of pick it out. Alright. Go into my inventory for some food. Start eating some of my sardines. Especially since I'm going to hunker down for like a day or two. Definitely gonna have to start the fire when I get some more light. Alright, now that I'm rested and I have some light, I'm gonna start breaking down some firewood. I know I'm thirsty. It's fine. I'll be alright. It's only hurting myself a little bit. Maybe I should go upstairs where there's two spots. I do have my pan with me, don't I? I don't think so. No, I think I took the pan out of my backpack. Yeah, I think I took the pan out of my backpack. Oh well. Start the fire, fire striker, reclaim, accelerate. Let's start it. There we are. Add some fuel. Go for one more. There we go. Let's cook some water. Cook. Now I got about an hour.
I need some water.
Let's do sewing for an hour. Can't focus when I'm this thirsty. Okay, let's do some maple syrup. I guess that's not water too, huh? Alright. Some tuna. Let's do that. And then let's do sewing for an hour. I guess I can't, Alright. Drink the water. Cook some more water. Why is it? Oh, it's steaming from the... Okay. I didn't realize that the fucking stove affected all the way to the countertop. So I boiled the broth bad. Whoops. Oh well. Research for an hour. Let's take my water. Let's add 2 more things to the fire. Cook some more water. Add another hour of research. Still level 1? Why am I still level 1? Whatever. Put that up there. I could still do some more research, so let's do like the last 3 hours. And then let's do some more cooking or fishing before it gets too dark. Ooh. should be an aurora sometime soon. Drink a shit ton of water. Eat some food. Finish off the rest of my water, or my hydration, I should say. Let's pass the time for 4 hours. Because the whole circle only counts for like 10 hours at max, I believe. And I need another 6 hours or so to get into the morning, so I want to sleep for that total 6 hours. Not have to wake up and then pass time afterwards. I guess I still have to pass the time afterwards. Oh well. Sleep for an hour. Get the rest of my tired off. There we go. All good. Now I'm going to eat some. Try to eat all of my chips that I can. Because I have way too many chips in my inventory. Almost out of water. I should be good for the rest of the day, honestly. I want to research the rest of the fishing. Get the 2 fishing books out of my inventory. Oops. I dropped the book. Let's eat some condensed milk. Drink the rest of my water after I eat some more sardines. Research some more of my book. Too dark to read. Let's start a fire. Let's start with the sewing book. I have a 100% chance of success. Add some more wood. Dump my books in the fire. Cook some more water. Dude, seriously, I have a fucking pot on the fucking stove. Use the pot on the stove. Don't tell me I don't have any more room. There's that. Let's drink some water. Cook some more water. It's just a vicious cycle of water after water. Oh no. Take the water, cook some more water, read the book for another hour. I'll be done with the book then. There we are. Take the water, cook some more water, read another book. Let's go with frontier shooting. Rifle fire. No, fuck it. Let's go with the small arms then. I have more pistol ammo than I have anything else. Drink some more water. The vicious cycle continues. 4 minutes left on my stove. Find the bedroll. Found it. And then just go to sleep. Hell yeah. New day, new problems. Where is my inventory? Go ahead, eat some jerky. Some granola bars. Free up a lot of space, basically. And drink a good chunk of my water. Now I've got 3 liters remaining. Let's do the rest of my firearms book. And then I'm going to repair a lot of my clothing.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay, let's eat some more food. Drink some more water. Go into my clothing and start repairing my clothing. No, don't harvest. gonna repair everything for the rest of the day. And then I will probably wind up just probably sleeping through the night and then taking off tomorrow. I want to see if this is any better, so I'm going to start repairing some of this too. It is better. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to finish repairing the expedition parka that I found and then use that. There we are. Alright, now I have all the best clothing in the game. Alright, let's see if I can go about making some bandages. Because I know I don't have a whole lot of these. Alright. Eat some tomato soup. Eat it cold. Drink some water. It's just about time to go to sleep. I think I've probably got about another hour left. See if there's anything in here that I need to repair. I haven't seen any other gloves, which sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. I think I'm just going to drop the tablets because I don't need them. And then the poor antiseptic. Free up some of that little bit of space left. Spend an hour reading. There we are. Spend some time. Eat some food. Drink water. And then spend the rest of my time sleeping here. Because I have to take into account that I need to pick up my bedroll, which is another kilogram. I need to spend some more time. I'll spend an hour and then I'll probably try to sleep for an hour. There we go. Pick up my bedroll. go through and eat some garbage. Drink some garbage. I'm gonna take the pan with me just in case. Probably be best to have the pan just in case I need to get some water. Now it's not stupid foggy out. Yeah, I think I walked left. Yeah. Yeah. Run further down the tracks. Don't have any, no. Okay. Gonna say, I don't have any, rocks on me. If I had a rock on me, I would probably try to throw it at the rabbit. I was mistaken when I said earlier that the hunting cabin was back on the other side. The hunting cabin's actually on this side. Once you get close to the exit, you can turn right at the train tunnel that I'm going towards now, and you can walk down the path and run into the hunting cabin without any sort of issues. If you were to try to go from the other side, you would have to twist and turn through the hills in this region. But at least coming from this way, you should be fairly simple getting to it. Because you can see further ahead the train right there. And that it's stuck because of the tree. But if you were to turn right here and go that way, you could run into the hunting cabin without a problem. Not the large hunter's cabin, or the hunter's lodge, but just a small little shack. It's back in there somewhere. Rail tunnel. I'd like to rail his tunnel.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Forlorn, yep. I think on the other side of this region is the DLC region. Unless I'm mistaken. It's either it's the DLC region on the other side or it's one more region between that. I think it might just be one more region between that. But this is what the area... This is one of the main areas you go through when you're hunting the bear. For the side missions. The radio tower is that way for this region as well. You walk up that path, and I think it's further down in the back there. I don't think it's up there. No, I don't think so. I think it's further back in. There's not much in this region that I'm aware of. There's the radio tower back that way. And then there is the what you call it? There's some sort of farm or homestead on the other side of the ice over that way. I don't think there's barely anything this way. There's hardly any place to take cover. There's hardly any place to sleep or rest without losing life or getting cold. You can see that my heat is actually going back up in the snow right now. It's actually kind of insane that I have all these rare clothing equipment. Two pairs of snow pants, two pairs of wool undergarments, or not overalls, long johns, that's it. Fucking parka, expedition parka. The only coat that's better is on the top of Timberwolf Mountain, and I'm not going up there. At least not right now. I could check the damn cart. There is a chance for the gun spawn here.
Useful.
We made it this far. I left some gear for you to find. Woo. Thin wool, wires, coal. I was going to say this is probably one of the only regions that you have to bring stuff from off of the tower, the radio tower, to start the radio tower. But I might be wrong about that. I think everything is up there that you could need, but I'm just not too certain. Again, I've never done all the radio towers before. I don't really care to walk all over the map for fucking 3 hours to start every single tower and then walk through Pleasant Valley, I think it is, to the hidden bunker. I don't know where the hidden bunker is, but I don't really care to find out. Now it's starting to get cold. My cold meter's got one arrow down. I'm gonna take a quick drink. I think I lied in my video title, I guess. Well, I mostly lied in my video title. Not going to Timberwolf, I guess. At least not right now. I know you couldn't get to it from here. I'd have to go back and then up north. I think that's the way. I might be able to get to it from the next region that I'm going to. I think the next region I'm going to is the mountain town. The next region is a really good one for general supplies. And I think there are 2 rifle spawns into this next region. I'm not too sure. We'll see if it actually does spawn. I don't think you could get the rifle in this region anywhere. I don't think this one has any rifle spawns. Over on the rocks over there is the farm for this region. I think that might be the bear in the back there. Although I'm not sure and I don't really care to find out at least. But I know the bear can spawn in a couple places in this region, just like the extra game mode where you're hunting the bear. It can spawn here at the entrance here, there at the entrance back there, over at the radio tower, and I think north of here. I think you can spawn in those 3 places. Or 4 places. I'm barely even cold. Wow. And it's starting a blizzard. We'll see how I'm feeling once I enter the next area.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Broken railroad. Yeah, no, I think this is the entrance to the DLC. Yeah, unless I'm mistaken, I think this is the entrance to the DLC. If it is, I'll just keep going. I don't really care. And if it's not, then I'll just keep going anyways. Because I don't really want to go back to the concept garage yet. I haven't found a rifle. I've already seen the moose spawn. Or at least in Desolate. So I know if I spend enough time in Desolate again, in the lighthouse, I should be able to see it. No, I might be wrong, and this might not be the DLC entrance. No, I don't think so. Okay. think I might be on my way to Milton's. Yeah. I gotta go up and then over. The wind is pushing me. Stop it, wind. Stop. No, no. Didn't howl or anything. I think it's just a snare or a piece of wood. I don't really need it. I know I barely have any wood on me, but I don't really carry wood to begin with. You can get enough of a fire through sticks, let alone just carrying a hatchet. Because even if I were hypothermic right now, if I just spent the hour and a half, I have enough just to fucking, or even 45 minutes, I have enough to just create like 6 hours worth of, somewhere between 3 to 6 hours worth of heat. Because again, even if I were hypothermic, I would still have enough time to do that and then start the fire. It's not that bad. Like, the game is not that terrible. That you need to carry like 2 pounds or 3 kilograms worth of wood on you. And then you might ask me, but what if you're about to die? Yeah, it takes like 6 hours for you to die, even being hypothermic. Like, you should have plenty enough time to go through and cut up a branch or a log or any sort of firewood. I think I might actually be going into the DLC. Yeah, I think I am going into the DLC. 'Cause that way is the DLC. It's the bridge. And then this is the lumber yard. You can find one of the 3 furnaces in this game. Good morning, first time chatter. Joined us at probably the most inopportune time. Getting ready to search this place up here and then get off for the night. I've been up since 12 a.m. I've got the really fucked up sleep schedule. Hell yeah. All these damn wolves. This can have a gun spawn. It's also got the memento for the bridge. The game's going pretty well. I've got pretty much just about everything I need. Not my first time playing, but the only essential part that I'm missing are some gloves and like better gloves than the work gloves, obviously, and a rifle. Got just about 200 bullets. Got just about pretty much every food source I need in the concept garage. Just need to make my way back there after I visit the DLC. Yeah, it's a really good game. I highly recommend playing it. Especially if you like walking around a lot. I don't mind the walking so much. It's very,
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
it's very atmospheric. And as long as you know what you're looking for, you got pretty much a good, good note, good foot in the door, I should say. Like here, there's not much, but you can, yeah, the animals are, they're a bit fucky, to say the least. I hate exploring during the auroras, but, as I was getting at, in here, there's not very much you can find.
This
Obviously,
come in
like,
handy.
ammunition and stuff, but, like, the locked lockers are probably your best choice in most cases. This is one of like 3 furnaces in the game that you can make your own equipment if you don't already have it. But as for the animals, like the bear, it's pretty easy to stay away from. The moose is kind of easy as well. It won't attack you unless you get too close. The wolves, they're easy. Just carry a torch or a flare. It's not too bad. Everything changes during the aurora, obviously. You gotta just kind of carry a... Let me throw that one away. You gotta carry a marine flare because then nothing else will scare the animals away. But during the daytime and during normal animal activity, you should be able to scare them all with just a regular torch. The moose is not affected by the torch, by the way. And I would not recommend attacking a moose unless you have a
I
rifle.
can use this.
Because then you'll probably spend like 40 pistol bullets. A good creator on YouTube to watch if you're just getting into this game is Zach Nafian. Or Zach Nafian or whatever the hell, however the hell you pronounce it. But he's really good to watch. He has a lot of long form content. The scarf is good. like the storms.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
But essentially all I do during auroras is just hunker down and just kind of sit still. If I don't have anything to do, then I just try to sleep it out. They can give you insomnia, but that goes away in like a day or two. So it's not too terrible.
This'll come in handy.
Not doing any of the radio tower stuff, so I don't really care to pick up any of the fuses or wires. It's a lot of backpack space. The Aurora is not the time to explore. Not unless you're like fully loaded and you have like a lot of extra resources. You don't really get anything for exploring the Aurora except for like looking at how nice it is. Exactly. The Aurora doesn't do anything for you except for give you an added like form of hardship. Because all the animals just kind of attack on sight. Unless, obviously, as I just already said, you have a marine flare or something of that sort. Does the game tell you when it's going to happen, or do you have... You kind of just have to pay attention. It's not so much hard to tell. It's harder to tell when it's happening during the day, because you won't see the aurora borealis in the sky, but you will see the snow start to flicker with electricity.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Otherwise, it's very simple to tell in the nighttime because you can see it happening in the sky.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You can also see a lot of the lights turn on, or most of the lights turn on. Okay, you're still in story mode. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. It does happen in the third part of the story mode. I'm not sure if it happens before then, but it does happen while you are in story mode, and it does kind of give you a look into how it is or how it works, but not so much as far as I remember. You mostly just get to explore in story mode. Story mode is kind of like the easy mode. I'm at the Grey Mother's house. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think your next part in story mode, it will probably be the Aurora then. Because I think the Grey Mother, you get her food and then you go to the dam. And I think that's when it happens. Not to spoil anything for you. But the story mode is really, really fun. I highly recommend finishing it, or at least what's already out at the moment. They're still working on the last part as far as I know. And I can't wait for it to happen, or for it to come out. Sounds about right. No, that's okay. It's been fun so far. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Have all the fun you can with the story mode. Then if you want to continue having fun, I would highly recommend doing survival mode. I know I didn't look at this radio right here, but just to give you a heads up, they added this not too long ago, I think within like the last year, and it adds a trader option, but you have to go do one point on the map to get to that trader. It's definitely taught me to slow down and look in every nook and cranny. Oh yeah, everywhere you look, like whether it be underneath the the desk right there or underneath the bed, there can be anything anywhere. They like to shove stuff underneath everything. So if you look for bullets or need bullets, it's everywhere. And with the adjustment tool that they've added, you can move stuff around by pressing Y now too. So that's really nice. You used to have to kind of just guess where everything was. But it can get a little bit wonky like it is now to put stuff back if you need to get out of the way. But other than that, it's not so bad. I really highly enjoy this game, and I come back to it every so often. But I highly recommend getting into the survival mode more than the story. But the story is definitely a banger. But I am going to log off the game now. As I said, you kind of just turned up at the worst possible moment. I think I tried it last night and it didn't work, but I just added new DLC, the Tales. Oh yeah, that was where I was going towards the bridge past where I was just at. Goes into the DLC, but DLC is definitely a fun part of the game. I haven't completed all the DLC, but it does add a hell of a lot to it. There's 2 new regions, and one of them is filled with chemical. So that adds a nice added difficulty to the game, too. And the wolves can be contaminated, too, so that's very fun some of the times. But I stream basically around the same time at every day, or have been at least. So if you want to catch me again tomorrow, I'll be here at like 7, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard until probably about 9 or 10. But have a good day. I won't tell you to give me a follow, but it is definitely appreciated. Thank you. Have a fun one.